The ancient road of Dewa, Rokujuri-goe Kaido. Visit the 1200-year-old ancient route. Asahi Tourism Bureau, Tsuruoka City, Yamagata Prefecture. Mount Yudono and the four temples of the Shingon Sect. The four main Shingon temples of Mount Yudono worship, the Dainichibo Temple, the Churenji Temple, the Dainichiji Temple, and the Hondoji Temple, were designated as Betto, major temples of Mount Yudono. The pilgrims to Mount Yudono stayed in these temples and guest houses around them. It was tradition that the worshippers went up to Mount Yudono with worship guides called sendatsu. The people called shuto from the local area were supporting these temples by taking various roles, but after some confusion from the government policy of the separation of Shintoism and Buddhism, Mount Yudono became recognized as a Shinto mountain. After that, the Dainichiji Temple and the Hondoji Temple were also changed to Shinto shrines, but the Dainichibo Temple and the Churenji Temple are remained as Buddhist temples even now. What is Dewa Sanzan? The spiritual, awe-inspiring mountains in the Tohoku area, embracing people's prayers. From the Heian period, Mount Gasan, Mount Yudono, and Mount Haguro were called Dewa Sanzan. They were a mecca of Shugendo in the Tohoku area, sacred mountains which people worshipped. Around the Genki and Tensho eras, 1570 to 1592, people started calling these three mountains Sanzan, three mountains. Before that time, Mount Haguro, Mount Gasan, and Mount Hayama were called Sanzan, and Mount Yudono was called separately as So-Okunoin. The foundations of Japanese ancient worship are the veneration of nature and the veneration of ancestors. From ancient times, the former has been symbolized by the faith of Shintoism, and the latter by faith in the divinities of Buddhism. From the government policy of the separation of Shintoism and Buddhism, Dewa Sanzan became a site of faith for Shintoism, but Mount Yudono has a huge rock as a spirit deity, and no main shrine building has been built on the mountain. Beside the object of worship, there is a small shrine venerating ancestral spirits and the rock with seeping water called Iwakuyo. These two objects show the two types of ancient worship. The three mountains have different relations with government and local society, and different histories. We can say that Mount Yudono remains the ancient spirit of the three mountains worshipped purely. So-Okunoin Mt. Yudono. Still, many people are enthralled by the charm and history of Mount Yudono. Mount Yudono has a huge rock with a hot water spring as the object of worship. People pray for prosperity and rebirth. Until the beginning of the Muromachi period, Mount Gasan was recognized as the main mountain of the mountain worship, but with the prosperity of Shingon Shugen, Mount Yudono became the main mountain in Sanzan worship as it deifies Vairocana, Dainichi Buddha. The pilgrims made talismans and traveled to many places. They spread Mount Yudono worship to the Tohoku and Kanto areas. At the peak of Mount Yudono worship, from the middle to the end of the Edo period, it is said that there were tens of thousands of pilgrims. Pilgrims also visited 3 times as much in the year of the ox, which is the year Mount Yudono opened. One record says there were 157,000 people that visited there in the Kyoho year 1733. The pilgrimage to Mount Yudono is called Oyama Mairi these days. Rokujuri-goe Kaido tidbit. Mount Yudono is also called Love Mountain. One theory says that once people have visited there, they are charmed and want to come back again and again. One of the souvenirs of the Mount Yudono pilgrimage was a hanging scroll with Mount Yudono written. People used to buy it before climbing the mountain and bring it back home after imbuing it with the spirit from the sacred ground.